Now it's time to make our eyes. And for eye shapes, you have a couple of options. We have the giant circle. And we also have this shape, which Greg Mike uses quite often in his characters. So it's like the top half is a half circle. And it's like there's an imaginary rectangle underneath it. So if you are using the small eye, you want a small piece of paper. We fold it in half. Make sure this is touching the bottom and trace. If you keep it folded, then when you cut, you will get two that are exactly the same for two eyes. If you end up wanting a one-eyed monster, that's okay too. We can have just one eye there. If you are doing the circle, you need a bigger piece of white paper. We fold that in half, set the circle on. I try to keep things close to the edge when I trace so I'm not wasting paper. Trace the circle, keep it folded, and cut it out. And how many eyes will we get? We will have two. Your beautiful eyes will need centers, and we're not drawing it. So we will need something called the pupil and the iris. The iris is the colored part of your eye. So you will pick a color, fold it in half, put the circle on top, and trace. So some of you might have a circle where we trace the inside. Some of you might have a circle where we trace the outside. Keep it folded and cut. So now you have some beautiful orange eyes. And we need a pupil. Same thing. Take a piece of black. Everyone's pupil will be black. Fold it in half. On this one, we're not going to trace. You're just going to draw a circle, the best one that you can do, and cut. And before I stick it on my monster, I'm going to build it over here. So we look for those pencil lines again. Glue on the pencil side, stick it to your eye. Glue on the pencil side, stick it to your eye. And don't worry if your black isn't a perfect circle, you just did the best that you can do. Now, if your eyes are going to stick up above your head, do we need to put glue all over this entire back? No, we don't. So I will put glue on just half of it and stick it to my monster's face. If you want to get fancy with it, you can take some scraps from your eye and cut out some very tiny little squares or rectangles, very small. And I will put a little glue on this tiny rectangle and glue it in the black section. And this creates a little reflection on my eye. You could also, if you really wanted, take some other scraps that you have, black scraps, scraps from your iris, and you can make eyelashes, which are also rectangles. You don't have to have eyelashes. So I cut up some little skinny pieces, put just a dot of glue on it. I can glue it behind my eye.